Hi friends, welcome back to Code with Miko. So today we are here with a new game which is catcher game. Okay, so here you can see a bucket which will catch these objects. Okay, here we have three food items: apple, banana and your favorite donut. Also we have non-food items like balloon and beetle. Okay, so the game is, if you catch a food item like apple, banana or donut, your score will be increased. Okay, you will get a score if you catch any of the food items. But if you catch either this beetle or this balloon, then your score will be reduced. Okay, so what should be your aim? Your aim is to catch only these food items. Okay, you should never catch this. If you catch, your score will be reduced. Okay, so let us start this game. Before that, let me show you how you play this. Okay, now my score is 0. See, to move this bucket, you can use right arrow and left arrow in your keyboard. Okay, so if you want to move this catcher towards right, you can use right arrow. If you want to move this catcher towards left, then you can use left arrow. So I'm going to click this flag and I'm going to control this catcher using my left and right arrow in my keyboard. Okay, when I click the flag, yes, oops, I don't want to catch that. Oh yes, oh, if I catch this, see, if I catch balloon, beetle, my point is reduced. You can see that. Okay, if I catch apple, I'll get 1 point. If I catch balloon, beetle, then my point is reduced. Okay, so this is the game. Let us start. So you can access the scratch link from here. Click on that link, then you will be directed to this new scratch page. So first we have to add sprites. Okay, so let me remove this. We are going to make a catcher game. So first we need to add a sprite for catching the objects. Okay, so I'll choose a sprite. So what I can choose, I'll go to this food option. There I can find takeout. Okay, so I can find a bucket like something, so I'm going to choose this one. Okay, so this is the one which I'm going to choose as a catcher, so I'll keep it in this position. Yes, so first of all you want to keep it in a particular position. Okay, so I'm going to keep it here, exactly here. So once you place your catcher, we have to add some objects too. So I will choose some food first, an apple, then I will choose banana, then I'm going to choose I'm finding a donut, so I'll go to food. I'll choose donut. Okay, but you know that it's big in size, so I'm going to change this apple. I select apple, then change the size to 50. I select banana and I'm changing the size to 50, and I choose donut. I'll change the size to 50. Okay, yes, now we have three objects: apple, banana and donut. Okay, see, our game is, if I catch a donut, I'll get 1 point, and if I catch apple, then also I'll get 1 more point, and if I catch banana, then also I will get 1 point. And these all are food items. If I choose any objects other than food, then my point will be reduced. Okay, so I should not catch any objects other than food. So we need to add some sprites for that, right? So I'll go to choose a sprite. Okay, I'll choose this balloon. So if I catch this balloon, then my point will be reduced. Okay, you should not catch this balloon. I want to reduce the size to 70. Okay, oh no, I'll make the balloon size to 50 itself. Okay, yes. Also, I will select one more thing, this beetle. Okay, I'm going to choose this beetle. So if I catch this beetle, then also my point will be reduced. Okay, so this beetle size I will make 50. So if I catch either balloon or beetle, then my point will be reduced. If I catch donut, I'll get 1 point. If I catch apple, I'll get 1 more point. If I catch banana, then also I'll get 1 more point. So this is our game. And if you want, you can add one background too. How? You can go to choose a backdrop and select something else. I'll choose this color. Okay, blue sky. It's okay. Or else you can draw also using this option. So now I have these objects or sprites. Now we will have to program this. So make sure you kept the takeout bucket over here. Then go to events. When flag clicked, what you have to do? When you click on this flag, this bucket or this catcher should always go to this position. Okay, so we can choose motion, go to, we have already kept this catcher over here in this location, so choose only go to x equal to -12, y equal to this value. Okay, then when we press right arrow, it should move right. When we press left arrow, it should move left. Okay, to catch the objects. So see, in last video I have already told you about this x and y direction. So if you move horizontally, then it is called x direction. If you move vertically, then it is called y direction. Okay, so if you go rightward, then it is positive x plus x. If you go leftward, then it is said -10 -10. Okay, so first we will keep it in the center, then it should move always. So like whenever you press right arrow, it must move rightwards, and whenever you keep pressing on left arrow, it should move left. So that we can choose control, go to control forever. Okay, then you should give a condition. So we can choose if pressing right arrow. So you can go to sensing, there you can find key left pressed, then move x direction, change x by 10. Left arrow, so leftward, so it should be -10. You can type it using your keyboard. Then another one, if x instead of left arrow, if you choose right arrow, then change x direction +10. Okay, now let us try. I'm going to click this flag. Yes, it came to this position. Now I'm going to press my right arrow. See, I'm going to press my left arrow. See, okay, it works. Next is we can choose any of the food items to code for that. Okay, so I'm going to choose apple. So what should this apple do? It will go to this position first, and it should change its y direction. Okay, continuously it should fall down, and we want to catch it using this catcher. Okay. Okay, so we select apple. So first, apple should be always starting from here. Okay, so y is about 174. Okay, and it should, when the flag is clicked, the apple will move down. Okay, that means it is changing its y direction. So in y direction, to move up, it should be plus value, and to move downwards it should be minus value. So we can start coding this. When flag clicked, then it should be always moving down. So we can choose control forever, change y direction. Okay, so we can choose change y, because this is the y direction. So change y by 10. If you give y by 10, it will move upward. Okay, now let us click this flag and see what happens. See, this apple is not moving, right? Why? Because we have given change y by 10, so it should move down. So we will give minus 10. Okay, now when I click this flag, yes, it's moving down, but when it reaches here, it stopped. Okay, what we want to do, we want to repeat this. So once it reaches here, it should go back to the previous position. Okay, not previous, in the same position, it should go back to any position, here or here or here, randomly, but y position should be always same. Okay, y should be always 178, 9, or we can give 180. Okay, y should be always in 180, but x it should go randomly in 180. So how we can give that? If it reaches here, so reaches here means, see, from here the y position changes till here. So from 180, now the y position is see, now the y position is 177. From here it changes till here, that is minus 174. Or instead of 170, 174 like that, we can choose 180 minus 180. Okay, so it starts from 180, and it, when it reaches minus 180, it should go back. Okay, so we can choose a condition. If apple's y position reaches to minus 180, then it should go back to the previous position, plus 180. Okay, so if y position less than minus 180, okay, so see here, minus 74, less than minus 74, less than minus 107, less than minus 155, so it is decreasing. Okay, so we can give if, so we need less than, so we can go to operators, choose this less than, and here if it is less than minus 180, what y position? Okay, so we should give y position. Go to motion, scroll down, you can find y position. If y position less than minus 180, then it should go randomly. Okay, it should either go here or here or here, but always y position will be 180. So we can give set y, this one, set y to 180, and go randomly here anywhere in y position. So you can choose in motion, go to random position, set y to 180. Okay, now see, when I click this flag, oh, even if I keep apple here, see, it's not going back, right? Why? We have given a condition that y position must be less than minus 180, then only it will go back. Okay, but y's position is minus 180 now. It should be less than minus 180. That means it should go again down. Then only it will come back. So it happens because of the size problem. So okay. So if this happens with you, then you can go to apple, select the apple and change its size to 60. Okay, and try. Now I'm going to click this flag. Yes, see, when it reaches less than minus 180, it goes back to the y position plus 180 and it is going to random position. Okay, yes. Now we have to give one more condition. When apple touches this catcher, then we will get 1 point, right? So we should have to give that command now. So we will select this apple first. Make sure that you have selected apple for coding. Then go to control, if sensing block, if it touches the takeout, its name is takeout, so select this one, takeout. Then it will go back to this position. Okay, so we can give the same, go to random and set y to plus 180. Okay, 180. Also the score should change to 1, but we haven't created the variable score, so we will create it now. How? You will go to variables, click on make a variable and type it here, variable name score, select OK. Yes, we want to set that variable to 0. For that, you will go to this option, take out this bucket. Okay, go to this bucket option, then select this, set and keep it above. Okay, then change this my variable. Then change this my variable into score. So set score to 0 should be given in takeout block. Okay, or this bucket block, catcher block. Then you will go back to apple. Okay, here you will change not my variable, score by 1. Okay, so when apple touches the bucket, touches the catcher, it will score 1 point. Let us see that. When I click the flag, I'm using my arrow key to move. Okay, oh yes, when it touched, it got 2.3. No. Okay, now we have to do the same code for bananas and donut. Okay, for that you have an option. You can simply copy this into bananas. How? Select it, drag using your mouse, and when it reaches to banana, you can see it is shaking. See, the banana is shaking. Okay, when it shakes, you leave it. Okay, then click on this banana, you can see that here. Okay, now if you want to copy the same into donut, drag, and when donut is starting to shake, see, when it shakes, leave it. Then click on donut, you can find it over here also. Okay, suppose if you are not able to copy like this, then no problem, you can do it. Okay, so see, we have in apple, bananas, but donut we don't have. Okay, so I'm going to make it. Just do that code again. Okay, how? Go to even when flag is clicked. What is there? We will use a for our loop, then change y. Okay, so go to control, add for our loop, then change y. Should be minus 10 because it should move down. Then if if the value is less than, y position is less than minus 180, go to motion, set y position less than minus 180, then go to motion, random position, then set y to plus 180. Okay, then if it touches, so again choose if it touches the catcher, then again go back to random position, set y to 180, also change the score by 1. Okay, yes. Now we will try this. Okay, apple is moving, banana is moving, but donut is not moving. Why? We have given x, sorry, my mistake. We should give change y. Okay, go to motion, change y by minus 10. Okay, this is how you want to correct your errors too. Okay, now all three are falling down. When we catch this banana and all, we will get points. Okay, yes. Okay, now next is, for this we have to make a program for this beetle and also for the balloon. Okay, here if we catch this balloon, then our point will be reduced, will be minus. So if you catch a beetle, then also 1 point will be reduced. Okay, so you should never catch this balloon or beetle if you want to score high. Okay, so that's our program. So how can we code for that? Go to this beetle, select the beetle, then when flag clicked, same code like that only, but instead of change score, you will get right -1. That's it. Okay, when flag is clicked, it should move down forever. So change y direction by -10. Change y by -10. Then if less than, okay, if y position is less than -180, then go to random position, also set y to 180. Okay, then if it touches the bucket, if touches the catcher, that is take out, then the same we should do. Okay, same, go to random position, set y to 180. Then this is the turning point, change score. Okay, if it touches the takeout bucket or the catcher, then change the score by -1. Okay, because it's beetle, it should be reduced, so -1. Okay, this is the program for beetle. Now you have to do the same code for balloon also. Okay, you can either drag and copy it into balloon, or you can make the same. Okay, let us make the same, then you will learn again. We have completed coding for this catcher. This is the code for catcher. This is the code for apple. And this is the code for bananas. Code for donut. Code for balloon. Listen, in code for balloon it is -1. Okay, and this is the code for beetle. For beetle also score by -1. Our program is finished. Now let us run this game and see what happens. I'm going to make it in full screen to check. When I click the flag, I'm clicking on this flag. At the same time, I'm controlling this catcher by using my left and right arrow keys in my keyboard. Okay, so I'm going to click flag. Yes. Oh, if I catch this balloon, my point will be reduced. Okay. See, I'll show you when I catch this beetle. See, my score is reduced. Okay. So, what you have to try, you should not catch the beetle or balloon. Okay, you have to catch only the food items. So, this is the game. Okay, so now let us do some improvements on our game. If we add a timer, then we can set a limit for this game. Okay, so for that, how can we add? Let us go to variables block. You are going to create another variable which is named as timer. Okay, yeah, you can see another variable timer over here. You can move it, or you can click, drag and move it into the right side or down, wherever you want. Okay, then after, suppose we want to stop this game when timer reaches to a particular limit. It can be either 50, 100, 500, anything you can choose. Okay, then what will be the score? You can write your score, then you can play with your friend and you can write his score too. Okay, so now let me show you how can we add this timer code. So for that, these things should happen when you click this flag. So we are out. Before that, make sure that you are going to do this with the takeout block. Okay, you are going to code for takeout or the catcher block. When flag is clicked, first you need to set timer to 0. Okay, not score, timer to 0. After that, the timer should be changing by 1. So you can choose a forever loop. Inside that, you can give a command, change timer by 1. Change timer by 1. Then if timer equal to a particular value, suppose I choose 100, then stop all these activities. Okay, so we can go to control block, choose the condition if then. So here equal to, if timer equal to 100. So we can get that operator from this operator's palette. You can find equal to, drag and drop it inside if, then equal to, we give 100. What equal to? The variable timer. So you can go to this variable, choose this timer, put it inside. Okay, so if timer equal to 100, then stop all these activities. You can go to control block. You will find a block which is written stop all. Okay, yes. Now let us try this game one more time. When I click this flag, okay, I'm moving. Oops. When timer reached 100, my score is 2. Next, you can play this with your friend. Your friend is playing, okay? Yeah, his score is 1. Okay, like that you can enjoy. Hope you all have enjoyed. Let us see you in next video, and please try this at home and play with your friends. Okay, also you can change the characters and try. Thank you. Bye bye.